Ready? Yeah.
As I'm going to be.
Holla! I don't know if this is going to stick or not, Hern. What do you think? If you hear me! You think it's going to stick?
So stupid.
Listen, I didn't have that in mind. I'm just kind of going off the top here. Welcome back to the Headaches and Hot Takes podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Shapirian, alongside my co-host, Hern. Dolphins out tonight, bro. We are repping some teams right now.
Celebrating the extension of Waddle, one of my favorite players on our team.
You extended one of your wide receivers? Are you legally allowed to do that? I don't think teams are allowed to do that.
Bengals do not, apparently.
They're waiting until T's gone to extend Chase. We don't have to get on this subject.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
But welcome. Like I said, I'm Shapirian. That's my co-host, Hern, a.k.a. the inventor of the two-night stand, a.k.a. the keeper, being referenced when you hear saved by the keeper. And the soon-to-be winner of the first ever Beast Games, the Hern Eater. Dude, I just overmodulated the heck out of my mic. Have fun with that one, pal.
Can't wait to basically have to mute you for that in post. Thank you for that. That's
what it's gonna look like.
I was gonna say I don't. You could have been talking just now. You could have not been because you cut out the first time in Discord. So I didn't know if you were being real just now or not.
I promise you, my mic picked it up. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure it did.
I hope it turned out well. You're the herniator. That's who you are.
Thank
you.
What
Can
we
say?
Yeah. I do like the specifically. I like the caper. Saved by
the caper. I heard that a lot today while we were playing because I kept putting you in bad spots and you kept having to save. So
I got screenshots. I was going to tweet it out earlier. I just forgot, but I had screenshots. But dude, we had multiple games today where I had near double-digit saves. We were like
insane. We had some good games.
We were on it today.
I mean, we had that one game. Not that anybody at home cares about this. Where we lost 2-1 in overtime. I had the least amount of points in the lobby with like almost 500 points. It was like, what a freaking game. And then there was some where we just got trashed and we left immediately. So.
Of course. Like we do.
Yeah. But we crushed. We'll talk about it for a second. We crushed on some European folk today. It's not July 4th just yet, but we've done our service for the year. Okay?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
We were practicing. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the U.S. servers were down. But, I mean, we were in European servers for an hour and a half today.
It was insane.
And our ping was terrible. I tweeted a clip of on my screen, I saved the ball. It literally bounced outside of the goal. Like, I hit it, it bounces, and then it goes...
Like they scored.
Okay.
And you're like,
it
went out of the goal.
What?
You did. You said, what?
There. It's very...
what?
You what? I hope that came through, but if I didn't for you.
It did. I like the one of the guy that I sent you this week. You can say it if you feel like. I don't feel like saying it, but he's holding the drink. He's going.
What?
You said you loved that meme. It's the guy of you asked for a couple of ice cubes in your drink, but I only put in one. It's that guy, but it's the meme version of it that the people say they put the funny words on the top. Surely to God, you know what I'm referencing, Scott.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's going. You know the SpongeBob episode though, right?
Yes, yeah, I know that.
He's holding the drink, and he goes, when SpongeBob starts laughing.
Yeah.
You don't know the meme with that? You said you loved that meme. You said it was one of your favorite memes this week.
I'm tripping, dude. I'm tweaking, bruh. I'm tweaking.
You're out of your mind right now.
You sent it on Twitter, surely?
No way.
Surely you sent it on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just sending it to you on Discord now. Since you want to act all Joe Biden on us.
Yes.
I love that meme.
I've never known exactly like what tone, what inflection I'm supposed to put on that. Like if both.
Yeah, he doesn't say like a word really until
if he's like,
"What did you do to my drink?"
Yeah. So in this phrase, dude, I don't know if I should say that. On
you shouldn't. You shouldn't say it. It's fine. It's better if left unsaid. We really shouldn't.
Okay.
Use your imagination.
Maybe I'll flash it in there for like half a second on the video. Just like
that's what we should do.
Blink and you'll miss it.
I missed it.
Oh my god.
I got a random question for you, sir.
Of course you do.
Yeah, right. Do you ever see that show Dirty Jobs?
Yeah, what's his name? Oh,
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe, he's funny, yeah.
Could not tell you why, but that show popped into my head when I was thinking about what we should talk about to start the show tonight. And I decided to look up the consensus worst jobs that he had. Some of the worst jobs on the show that the people think this is one of the worst jobs that he did, that he showcased, whatever. And we're going to play in one of your favorite games you're so good at. Guess what this terrible job makes on average. Are you ready, sir?
Oh, God. Okay.
Are you down?
I'm down.
Or are you? Are you green fish from SpongeBob?
I'm? Oh, God.
God, I love it. I'm sorry. Anyways, first up on the list, we've got a sewer inspector responsible for maintaining, inspecting, and repairing sewer systems. They often work in confined spaces and deal with unpleasant odors and hazardous materials, as you can imagine. What do you think one of those makes a year?
This is going to be tricky because this might be one of those things where, like...
What would you need to do this job, and what do you think they make a year?
I don't... Oh, okay, first off, I'm going to finish what I was saying in that this might be tricky because you see those people, like, they change the light bulbs, like, on the top of, like, the little towers.
$10 million a year.
Yeah, apparently it's genuinely, like, well over six figures. They like, well into the six figures they make a year. And I'm like, okay, I guess because it's dangerous and, whatever. So I don't know if these jobs are going to be kind of like that, where it's like, we know it's undesirable, but we're going to pay you blankety blank, so, to kind of pull people in.
Mm-hmm.
And to inspect sewers, dude.
Bro.
Is this my, like, 9 to 5 days a week?
Yeah. Like, the Ninja Turtles live there. I imagine they stink, right? But I don't know of anybody else who can handle just being in a sewer. So...
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. I would need... I'm going to sound stupid. I would need six figures, I think.
Just $100,000, like $100,000 flat, you're like, I'll take that job. If you're looking for a job, presumably. I'm not saying give up your current job, current life, whatever for that. But like, $100,000. You're a guy, you need a job.
$100,000 to quite literally wade in poop for 40 hours a week. Is that worth it?
I'd probably do it, yeah.
Okay.
As we're going to talk about in this episode... I'd do a lot of things for the right amount of money, buddy. I would.
That's true.
That's true.
I would too.
Some.
I'm going to take a guess though that they are not well compensated. I'm going to say the average. You have like the average yearly income in front of you.
Yeah,
I'm going to say
the range.
average is.
So if you're in the range or close, I'll give it to you.
I'm going to say like 60.
40 to 60 a year. Nice job.
I got the high end, but I got it. Okay.
Yeah, you're paying a little more than
40,000 is not worth it. You're getting. That's insane, dude.
Nah.
Ain't no way.
I'm not doing it for that.
No way.
I'm not. Up next, we have a very similar one. Won't glaze on this one for long because it's very similar. Wastewater treatment plant worker. Tasked with treating sewage and wastewater, making it safe for disposal or reuse. So we don't have to, linger on that job. What would you need to do that? What do you think they make a year?
I don't understand what I would be doing here. I assume in
treating
the sewer one,
water.
I would more.
I imagine you're all up in there, right?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you're just like...
It's on dirty jobs.
Machines do that.
It was on dirty jobs.
Machines do that.
Has to be a bad job.
Yeah, but like I feel like machines do most of that. Maybe like the environment stinks, but it's probably different than you actually being in. I can't imagine they're in it as much as the first one.
I'm not sure either. But it says it involves working... It says you handle sewage sludge. Ugh. God damn.
I'm going to stick with my six figures.
You're like $100,000 or I'm out, y'all.
Yeah, and I'm going to say... I might bump it up a little bit. I'm going to say 65.
Wrong direction, pal. Instead
Really?
of 40 to 60, they only make 30 to 50 a year. $30,000 a year. Now, I'm not sure. I'm looking at a list here, and I used AI to help me combine the things as well. This could be pulling from, at the time Mike Rowe did these jobs, which, as any of you at home listening know, the pay back then and the cost of living back then was very different. So I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't know. That's still not. That's insane that it's that low. Those people deserve more.
I have one more for you here. Let's be very careful here to not accidentally make a disastrous mistake with this one. Okay. The next job is a tar rigger. Tar riggers work on road construction sites where they handle hot asphalt and tar. The job involves
Say it that way. Why did you say asphalt that way?
What? What do you mean?
You said. Why did you
I didn't do anything.
You paused at the perfect spot in the word asphalt. You paused exactly. Asphalt. As everybody says it. I got an asphalt driveway. You said like they pour hot asphalt. That's how you said it. That's exactly how you said it. Man, they pouring some fault.
Nah, run the tape
fault
back.
out
I
here.
don't think so. I don't think so, pal.
Well, I'm gonna do that thing in editing where you're like, like you just say it like over and over and over.
I say the word is asphalt. Do you say it?
Right there, you did a better job. Maybe I'm over.
Where they handle hot asphalt and tar. Yeah, I kind of did do it, didn't I? A little bit.
You put emphasis on the front of the word, and that
because
made
it's like
it sound
it's like a nice little like boom 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 3 syllables. Nah. Hot asphalt. Yeah.
Yeah. But the way you emphasize the beginning of that word made it hilarious.
Let's put it this way. YouTube is going to hate this little segment of the show right here. I've seen people get flagged for like saying safer things than this. What do you think those old tar riggers make, buddy?
Gonna have to wash my tongue. How much do them riggers make?
No, dude. Dude. God dang it. We're giving people the wrong vibe right now, dude. This is not characteristic of us. Yeah. I mean, would you just say like, yeah, my dad's a rigger? What's your dad do? He's a rigger.
Like,
am I wrong?
I guess. I mean, I'd say it. I think this is one of those things where, like, if people are like, "He's a what?" like, and we're in that camp because we're cracking up over it. Like, they're the ones that have the issue.
Are there other kinds of riggers out there?
Like oil rig, I assume. Maybe. Oh
yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
They called them riggers. And you ever watch Axemen? That random show that showed them like how tough it is to cut down trees. And half of them were called riggers, I think, because they were the ones that like rigged the trees to.
That's what I was saying. I was like, there's got to be a version of this out there where like, yeah, I'm a rigger. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You don't even have the word tar up there.
Yeah.
God
they're handling that hot asphalt. I think that'd be a little dangerous. So I'm gonna stick in the 60s. I think the 60s is kind of safe.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'll do like 67,000.
What would you need a year to do? What would you need a year to be a rigger?
Am I outside, standing
They
in
work
the
on
heat,
road construction
doing-
sites where they handle hot asphalt and tar. The job
sometimes they
typically involves physically demanding tasks and exposure to extreme temperatures.
Yeah. Ooh. I would need at least 80. I think I need at least 80 grand to be doing that, because it sounds like
80.
maybe you're kind of
not as poopy, right? It's not
as poopy, because I don't mind the heat. Some people right now are like, "Oh God, heat's $200,000."
I'd be pressed about the heat, yeah, because being by the road.
Yes.
Excuse me, being by the road, especially, it's like, bro, that's where it's even worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So 80, and you're guessing what? What do they make a year?
67, Drew.
What if I told you the average salary of a tar rigger is 25 to 40K a year?
25, dude. How's that?
A lot of these jobs that don't require education, they just don't pay enough for. If it's not like a dangerous job.
You make more than that at Kroger, though. You could be a bag boy at Kroger making more than that.
Or at least that much, right? You can make 35K at Kroger. You could. Yeah, you can make 35K at Kroger. Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking because I was a bag boy at Kroger before people come at me.
Yeah, but when? When were you a bag boy at Kroger? What years?
When I was young. I don't know.
Thanks.
20.
Just last week, sir.
We got married in 19. It was before that. Probably like 2017, 2018.
You would have been like 1920.
I would have been like 22 at most. 21.
18? Yeah, you're right.
Born in 96. Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. Okay.
I would have been 22.
I just see you as 2 years over me because you were 2 grades above me. So.
Yeah. Because my birthday's so late, I was like one of the oldest in my class because I was
Funny how that works, right?
In the thing that, yeah.
So, anyways. I have no idea why I decided to ask about that. That's it. That came to mind. I thought, fun, let's do it. But
we were setting up to record, and we always type out what we're going to talk about.
Out your co-host. Why would you out your co-host like this?
He goes, all right, curveball, I'll think of something. This is mere seconds before we hit record. So, in which case, I said, I have faith in you. I said, you will. No, you will. Because you do it 8 times an episode anyway. So, I was you know, I have all the faith.
All the faith in the world in you, sir.
So, here we are. That was decent. I like that. It was decent.
Yeah, decent, right? I just thought, we talked about dirty jobs in a long enough time. What are we doing as a society? We're not talking enough about dirty jobs anymore.
He was funny.
The guy Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe, I think you said his name was.
Mike Rowe.
I didn't mind watching it, yeah.
He was a cool guy. So,
yeah.
I'm sure he's still around, by the way.
I want his opinion on what the grossest job he did was. Surely he's answered that question.
I'm sure. I'm sure I can find
it's probably going to be something like... It's going to be something like really obscure, though, that like we would never maybe even know of. Like...
From 2023. It's just an article, though. It's not his opinion. I'm sure he said it somewhere. Maybe we'll come back in another episode and talk about it.
We'll get Mike Rowe on the episode.
Mike Rowe, next week. What are you doing, bro? Headaches and hot takes. Let's go.
Stay tuned. Yeah, but headaches and hot takes.
Whoa. I've been waiting to get asked.
For this. Yeah.
This is the dirtiest job I've ever done. Let's be on this podcast.
This is stupid.
Maybe with maybe with some of the words we were forced to say in that last segment anyways. Yeah.
The words you're trying to make me say in the Discord chat.
I was not. Oh, in the Discord chat.
I don't think it's
very
that's
different
PG-13.
than what we were teasing there.
I don't think that's PG-13.
Nah, it's kind of tough. It's probably 13, but it's kind of like on the like...
You're allowed one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie. If you can allow an F-bomb, you can allow that.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly, yeah.
So I can say it.
You could drop an F-bomb right now. And like, if you wanted to, no one's stopping you.
What are they going to do? What are you going to do?
What are they going to do? That being said, I believe it's time for my cat Orville's favorite segment of the week.
Oh my God.
The hot take of the week.
R.I.P. Luigi.
R.I.P. Luigi. He's still doing great, by the way. It's just in that one episode, we're fairly sure he died. Let's be very clear. He's fine.
He's doing great, by the way.
We're fairly sure he died.
We're going to pay our respects. We're going to pay our respects. It's the ghost of Luigi.
To Luigi Bob.
It's the ghost of Luigi that sticks around. Luigi Bobbers.
Luigi Bobbers.
Yes.
It's your week this week. You have a hot take? I'm going to sit in and shut up. Let's do it. You ready?
Dude, I am torn, honestly, because I told you earlier today, I was like, you knew of one headache I was going to do. And I was like, I have this hot take that is a headache as well. It's like a combo. I'm questioning if I want to go into this or not.
Because sounds like you have to at this point. Just do it.
I think I do have to. I'm just not going to go into the detail that I have in here. Okay. Because the details I have about why this is a headache or a hot take for me, the details are like PG-13. Very. And I already had to dumb it down.
We talk about what we want.
I had to dumb it down. It's some of the it's the words. It's the words that are said, I guarantee you. Like, I'd have to spell it out or whatever. Okay. Here we go. In honor of my favorite rapper, Eminem, coming out with a new single, we're going to talk about Eminem and why he sucks and why he should have been canceled 2 decades ago. He's had multiple examples of where he should have been canceled. I don't know why this man gets away with saying whatever the crap he wants, but he does. Dude's weird, dude. I don't know. I think most Eminem fans like Till I Collapse, Without Me. You know Eminem. You don't really know Eminem. You go listen to his discography, and you'll see some things that I know of, because some people at my last job really liked that genre, maybe specifically Eminem. So I heard a lot of Eminem that I never heard before. And I was like, this is awful. This is not good. My biggest thing with Eminem is, like I just said, he gets away with stuff that I don't understand why he gets away with. I don't understand why he says it, and people are like, that's good. I'll continue listening to that. And one example from a song called I'm Back. This did come out in the year 2000. He says, and I changed some of these words to make it more PG-13.
No, just say the words.
He says, if this chick was my own mother, I'd still F her with no rubber. And then I'd have a new son and a brother. And in that same song, he talks about unaliving kids. He references Columbine. He said he would pull like a Columbine and shoot kids.
Sounds
Great.
Like Eminem.
Awesome. from a random one from a song in 2009 called Same Song and Dance. He says, couple RAPE charges, people think you're a monster. Yeah. Yeah, because you are, and they should. He in several songs he talks about sexually assaulting is the word I'm going to use. I think you can imagine what word he says. Women. Yeah, so that's great. Awesome. He's got my vote. One of the worst ones to me is
he sounds primed to run for president right now.
No, apparently not. This song is from 2009, and he's talking about he's surfing the web. He's not with the web. He's searching TV for something to watch. Until I find Hannah Montana, then I reach for the aloe. And he goes into detail about what he does at that aloe. At that time, he was 37. He was 37. She was 17. Whenever he wrote that.
Love it.
It's not she's 17, he's 19. Close enough. No. He's 20 years older than her. My favorite argument to this, as I tweeted this out last week about how bad he is and I can't stand him. I got several people clapping back at me, but no real argument. Like, you think he's the first one to talk that way? Did I say he was? No. I know he's not the first one to do it. It doesn't mean he's not bad. It doesn't mean it's not bad when he says it. That's the dumbest thing ever. We saw it with Butker, too. Well, yeah, what Butker said was bad, but there's worse people in the NFL. Okay. So the next time a terrorist attack happens, we're going to say, well, the leader of Al-Qaeda is out there, so he's not that bad. No, we're not. That's such a stupid argument. It's hip-hop. It was a different time. You just don't understand hip-hop. Okay, then slavery wasn't that bad. Did you know? Because it was a different time. The Holocaust wasn't that bad. Did you know? Because it was a different time.
You did go there with that. You really did after all that time. You went there with that.
Yeah. Okay. It's because first off, it was a different time. It was some of these are 10 years ago. This one I referenced just now was 2015. It was 9 years ago. It's not a different time. And I don't care if it's well, you don't understand. Does that mean anything? Imagine when you go to the museum right now of modern art and you're looking at a diarrhea splatter on the wall and people are like, it's modern art, you just wouldn't get it. That doesn't make it good. Because apparently I have to be a certain way to understand it. It sucks. It's not okay. And I can't imagine being in my car, jamming out to a guy like, yeah, I assault women and I can't imagine. It's so you're so stupid. You are so stupid to put to say you side with this person. Okay, I got more, but you go ahead.
I'm speechless. Because, I mean, you make a great argument, and similar to what you referenced during your Twitter argument, which wasn't really an argument, I guess, until people started clapping back at you. A lot of this stuff is news to me. But, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves to a certain degree and acknowledge that hip-hop has a jaded history of being very misogynistic as a genre. That is not news. That is not a hot take. That is not debatable, right?
Sure.
And so to say that, well, it fits in within the culture, I think is very fair. To say that the culture is bad.
Excuse it.
Exactly. Right? I've always said, and I think I do use the word culture for this specifically. Quote, correct me if I'm wrong with what I've told you, right? I think I say, I respect all cultures unless you have a culture of disrespect. Right? So, there's a lot of cultures, I won't get into it out there, that are built on disrespect of other people or any other culture at all and things like that. I don't respect that particularly, right? Everything else, whatever, man. You know what I mean?
Whatever. Yeah.
And so, this is a toughie because I think the point I was trying to make in the beginning was I'm not familiar with any of these lyrics. If you would have said, do you like Eminem's music? I would have been like, yeah, no problem. When's the last time I listened to Eminem? A hot minute. I like some of the songs he's in with Dr. Dre. Does that count? I listen to those a couple times a year. But
yeah,
just Eminem, it's been a hot minute since I've listened to some Eminem. It really has. So I don't think this is a super hot take to say that what he's saying in these songs are really bad.
No,
I'll leave it at that.
That's the headache aspect. The hot take is, I think Eminem is overall bad. I really do, and I also You shouldn't judge people. If Eminem is your favorite rapper, I've said this forever.
Say it.
If Eminem is your favorite rapper, you're either racist or you're homophobic, or maybe a little bit of both. Like apparently,
two things tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah. Because I thought it was funny. I told you, me and my brother went to that Miami Heat game, and the family of white people is wearing love jerseys. Or hero jerseys. I'm sorry, that's what they were wearing. They were wearing Tyler Hero jerseys.
Oh, doesn't that crack you up so much? And
like,
dude, he's like the fourth best player on the team. And like, I get it. What do you think, though?
I'm not saying that automatically is how it
one
works.
white person basketball jersey, which is not to say that you shouldn't. There's some that I would like to have. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that like
you go to the frat parties and there's Jason Kidd and Jason Williams and Austin Reeves and Tyler Hero, and it's like, kind of noticing a trend, guys.
Yeah. I'm not saying that if you own a jersey of a person of the same skin color as you are racist. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if that's like the one you own, aka if Eminem is the one rapper that is by far your favorite.
I like Eminem. Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Okay, well.
Sus.
Yeah. Pause.
To combat him not being good, dude, I think sincerely, after I did some research preparing for this hot take, I think he is sincerely like as far as rhyming goes, and again, I know it doesn't have to rhyme. Well, then don't act like it does.
Okay.
He Taylor Swifts a lot, where like it doesn't rhyme at all, but he says it in a certain way to make it sound like it rhymes, and I think that's really lazy. I would rather you just say it and not try to make it sound like they rhyme. I think it's really stupid to do that. So yeah, he does that a lot. I also, and this is a last part. This part specifically, I might have to cut.
Okay.
I think that any guy, this is again referencing back to Butker maybe a little bit. I think any guy who talks about his sexual organs a whole lot is really weird. And maybe that's the prude in me being like, I don't like that. But I promise you, listen to a full Eminem song where he doesn't reference his wiener or his balls. You almost can't. You almost cannot.
That's not true. But I could see why you say that.
You might be surprised.
It's frequent enough to where I could see why you say that. I can say
you might be surprised by how often it occurs. And I think the guy walking around saying, in one of the songs he literally says, "My weenie is much bigger than yours is." Probably not, Eminem. I'm just going to assume probably not. If you're over there preaching that in every other song.
He has that one song where he's like, "Is it gay if I fall over and my weenie falls in his little butt?" That's a real Eminem lyric, yeah.
I believe it. I fully believe it. And that my face just now was a genuine reaction.
And the funny part,
and
this is obviously a different time, and we've already kind of made our stance on this sort of thing clear, so whatever. But it's funny because he's talking to Dr. Dre. He's like, "Hey, Dre." And he goes, "Is it gay?" He goes, "Hey, Dre." And Dre goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Is it gay if I fall over and stick my teeny little weenie between his whatever?" And Dre goes, "Heck yeah." It's so funny.
Yeah.
He goes.
This is the line that specifically I might have to cut. You tell me how after I say it.
Say it, bro.
I don't understand. I've said it forever. In the same song, Eminem will literally call someone the F slur. Mm-hmm. And then, like, a lyric later, he'll say, "Suck my weenie." Don't that make you kind of gay? To be telling people to suck your wiener?
Go. Yeah, it's got to go.
Don't that?
It didn't until you said that.
Since we're getting cut, don't that, though? Doesn't make any sense? "Hey, suck my dick." That's gay, bro. Well, and then, like, there was a guy at my last job, and we got into the specific argument. I was like, "Dude, that's gay." He's like, "He's the one sucking it." I said, "You're the one letting him suck it." What do you mean he's the one sucking it?
I hate that this has to go. I hate that this has to get cut, but it does. It has to go.
So that's the thing, dude. I don't like Eminem. I will actively skip him. I don't even like his good stuff. I really don't. I think Till I Collapse. Yeah, he's the guy from Fortnite. When Till I Collapse comes on, "Hey, if you had a shot and an opportunity,
that's not Till I Collapse.
Would you let it slip?"
That's not Till I Collapse.
I promise that's Till I Collapse.
That's Lose Yourself.
I thought that went into
one shot.
One opportunity. That's lose yourself.
This is everything you ever wanted.
I thought that was talking.
Capture it. Just let it slip.
Because then I thought that went from that.
His palms this way. I'll stop. That is literally zero need for me to sing it, so I'm just gonna stop.
Oh my god! What are you doing? Now we gotta. I gotta see it for myself.
I kind of love that you referenced the wrong song. That kind of makes it even funnier though. When Till I Collapse comes on, if you had one shot, it's the wrong song, bro.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I really thought it was. I mean, period. So my stance stands that when Lose Yourself comes on, and if you had one shot, one opportunity, would you take it or would you let it slip? I lose brain cells listening to these lyrics.
I love that song.
Yeah, I'd let it go, Eminem. I'd let it go. I'd let it slip.
Don't be that guy. I love that song. I will say
it's stupid. It's insane.
That song is so good.
I lose brain cells listening to Eminem.
That is
either
probably a top 10 most important rap song of all time.
Sure, that doesn't mean it's good. That does not mean it's good.
Okay.
So
Eminem off at Headaches Pod on Twitter. If you agree with Hern, if you think you know what, just find the tweet and pile on him as well, because that's what other people did when he gave this exact same take on Twitter.
Half of them with Eminem in their bio. I was like, oh my god, you need to calm down.
If I think I said this a couple times. I think I said it once on Twitter, however long ago. I think I might have said it on the pod. I've got to stop interacting or giving the time of day to people whose picture is not themselves, or specifically at least pictures it's other people. Your picture is Patrick Mahomes. Why would I interact with you?
Yeah.
Your picture is Taylor Swift. Why should I talk to you?
I think a lot of people do that too. Specifically for me, in my experience, I got drugged by the Godzilla fandom over some opinion I had.
Really?
And every single one was like a fan account. I'm like, come at me from your personal account. Have some guts and come at me from your personal account. Don't hide behind Godzilla Lover 24 and try to talk big game. Don't do that.
It's kind of funny too, because it's like, I think your point is fair. I don't think it's as big of a deal when it's like, hey, Goku's my profile picture. I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? To a degree, depending on what you're saying and stuff. When it's another living human person, that's weird. I'm sorry, it's weird. It's weird to me. Always been weird.
I don't think it matters. I don't.
It's weirder when it's a real person, because like you're a real person, just like they're a real person. They exist. They get out of bed every morning, just like you get out of bed every morning. Kind of weird.
I guess, yeah, but
particularly like screensavers and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. If your background's a logo,
I'll comment myself a little bit and say I do have a Michigan National Champions screensaver on my computer right now that does have some people on it.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if that makes me a hypocrite or not. It's not my profile picture, and it never will be. So.
Yeah. That's what matters.
I think it crosses that line. So. Sir, is there pretty much anything on this planet that you would not do right now for $5 million?
Probably not, dude.
Not a whole lot.
Would
you fall over and stick your teeny weenie between his little butt cheeks? Or would that be gay? Watch, this is going to be the first episode that somebody was like, maybe I'll sponsor these guys. Is watching it. It's like,
oh, no.
Never mind.
Yeah. No, I probably not. I used to watch Fear Factor all the time, and those people like wimping out of like eating worms for like, I can't remember what was the prize on Fear Factor. It wasn't even $1 million, but
no, it was not.
But period, I'm like,
Not
you could
good.
suffer for about 3 minutes for about $100,000, whatever it is. I'm doing it.
I'd probably eat a pile of worms right now for like $250. And I'm not broke, is the thing about it either. I'm not hard pressed for the money. $250, you wouldn't eat a pile of worms right now for $250.
A handful of worms?
Like just
for $250?
Like a boogeyman WWE style.
Nah, not for $250.
Dang.
I think you might have to give me like 10 grand. I want it.
I think I'd hesitate for $250, but I think under the right circumstances, I probably would do it. Yeah.
What was the prize on Fear Factor while we're talking about this? Go ahead.
I don't know. Fear Factor was never my show because it was always kind of gross to me. It's not my thing, and also like the stakes were not worth it enough. But I asked this particular question, sir, because for some reason I feel like it's in the similar vein as you, and I think it was our first episode. Being like, yeah, I signed up to potentially change my name to Subway for free Subway. You're not
Absolutely.
chosen,
I thought it
assume,
would have
by
been
the way.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah. How many people did they choose for that, by the way?
I don't know. That might have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are things like calling back to your McDonald's Monopoly thing.
Mm-hmm.
There very well could be things where they say they're going to do that just to, like they get publicity because oh my
Yeah.
gosh, could you hear about that? And they don't do it.
Dude,
Like,
you'd
I
be
could-
surprised
I
how
could say.
well regulated that industry is, though, in terms of like prize committees and stuff like that. Like, the reason you'll see 10,000 words at the bottom of any like giveaway commercial is because that is very highly regulated to make sure you're not
That's
faking
true.
it. So
That's true.
But and for most of them, I've always thought this is kind of weird. For most of those things, certainly the McMillions, I guarantee you could have done it for McMillions. If you write in by a certain date saying, I am requesting to know the names of who has won, they'll give you the names of who won the contests. Because that's part of their, like, yeah, this is us proving that real people won these contests.
Wow. So you could then hunt them down and kill them.
Yeah. I'm
If
glad
you
your
want.
mind also went there because I'm like, that seems dangerous. You know
What
what I
you
mean?
want, as long as it doesn't negatively impact me.
Way to take me out of context there, pal.
That's literally what you said, and then
That
you
is
said,
what I
like, as long
said,
as
and
it
then I
doesn't impact
immediately had to
other
clarify
people.
because you were like, eating people?
A little.
And I'm
tad
like,
bit.
no, that's not what I mean.
Eating people.
Um,
Eating people. You think that's not on the spectrum? Name two things that don't. That.
I love that you got the quote. Headaches and hot takes, deep cut right there.
Perhaps the deepest.
Have you heard about this competition going on known as the Beast Games
The Beast
coming to
Games.
Netflix?
I've only heard of it
this year.
I've only heard of it through you. The biggest Mr. Beast thing that I've heard of that I assume a lot of people will know is apparently he like
Squid Game.
recreated Squid Games.
Yeah, I knew you were going with that.
So I don't know much about this Beast Games until you have not stopped talking about it.
Not stop talking about it. I've talked to you about it on 3 separate occasions over a week, bro.
That's a lot.
I sent you a DM
That's a
that
lot.
there was no conversation about, by the way, because you didn't answer. That's
did a
one of
D-
the 3 times.
Yeah, because I didn't see it for a while. You were like, we should do this. We should sign up. And I was like, okay. And then you texted and were like, bro, you got a passport? And I was like, yeah. You were like, you should sign up. And today you were like, I'm going to book a flight so I can sign up. Yeah, you keep on talking about it.
Well, we couldn't apply
Tell
until
the people-
today. The website
Tell the
is
people
down.
at home what you're doing. Tell the people at home what you're doing to get
No,
the
it might
Go
be
ahead.
illegal. I can't say it. I can't tell the people at home what I'm doing. It might not be illegal.
What did you find this loophole on? You said it
I
was a loophole.
Googled, I searched on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT does say this does not break any laws. However, it is unethical.
Oh, I
And I'm not going to say, by the way. I'm not going to say
I couldn't give a crap about something, you know. I was like, oh.
it doesn't break my ethics. It doesn't affect my ethics. Yeah, it's wild. Somebody suggested it to me on Reddit, by the way, because they already did it and have been cast on the show. So
Where did you
5,000
write-
people are going to be competing for $5
Where did you
million.
write in for somebody to help? What do you mean somebody suggested?
I didn't
it to
write
you? What do you
in
mean?
at all. I just saw
So you
somebody
saw
else
it on
ask a
Reddit.
similar question. Someone answered and said, I did this. I DM'd that person and said,
Oh.
what do you mean you did this? Because this has this requirement to it that I don't meet, and I'm sure you don't either. And they were like, no, just do this, and then you meet the requirement. I'm like,
Ah,
we're
the fine
cooking
print.
now.
Yeah, okay.
But then my first thought was, that feels illegal. That does not feel legal. It's not illegal.
best.
Just a loophole.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm getting too ambiguous here and I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be ambiguous. What would you? What's the line off the top of your head in terms of like not like violence, not like illegal substances that would have to be crossed for you to be like, I don't think 5 million's worth it, bro. Let me give you a hypothetical
take a
right here,
lot.
right now. Ready?
Okay.
Hypothetical. You and 50 other people can split 100,000, or you yourself can have the 5 million. What are you doing?
I would vote to split. I genuinely would.
Wow. I probably would not.
Yeah, I know you would not based on your answer to the button question.
There are things though where like 2 people were in a room, each for the chance of like 100,000 each, if I'm not mistaken. They had to stay in there for 100 days with no entertainment or anything. At the end, this is a Mr. Beast video. He gave them the opportunity to say, they were on opposite sides of a thing and couldn't see each other or talk, right? It was like, push this button to not split the money. Sorry, to split and each get your original share, or push this button to steal their share. Circumstances being, if neither of them stole, they got their original share. If one person stole and the other person didn't, that person walked away with 0. The other person got 2 shares. But if they both stole, they walked away with nothing. Both of them. What do you do in that case? You're not even entertaining in that case, are you?
You know the butthole on the other side is hitting steel. You know they are.
Well, I was gonna say, I genuinely, in that case, I've been in a room with this person for 100 days. We've been through. I'm imagining that's a tough time with no entertainment.
Oh, okay.
You know this person. Yeah, exactly. I'm not stealing from them. I'm not. I promise I'm not. I'm like, nah. We've had an agreement. That's not what we signed up for.
I would hope we had a pact. Yeah.
Plus, knowing if I hit steal and you hit steal, we walk away with 0. Whew. Yeah. I would not even entertain it in that case. But there are circumstances I'd be like, yeah, I'm taking it. Sorry. There are.
What?
There are circumstances. Like I get $5 million or 100,000 alongside 49 other people getting 100,000. Depends, bro. Depends.
Only want to help yourself out.
What?
Only want to help yourself out.
What did I say when I talked about the button, right? I have the rest of my life in complete comfort to deal with this guilt. I'll figure it out. I'll cope. I'll live, I think. And I'm saying what a lot of other people think, too, by the way. I'm not just saying something outlandish. I'm saying something a lot of other people think of like, nah, bro, I'd take it.
I'm sure. I think some definitely would, without hesitation, take the $5 million.
It depends, too, right? Have I been through, a very difficult time with these 49 other people? Have we all fought and clawed and, the so-and-so's, significant other have cancer payments and, a baby that they got to help feed and stuff? Okay, yeah, I'm not stealing in that case, right? But is it just I don't know these people all that well? I can have 100,000 alongside all of them, or I can have $5 million. Give me the $5 million, bro. What are we doing here?
I feel like that's pretty contradictory. You're a smart guy.
How?
You can imagine, even if you know nothing of these other 49 people, chances are
if I know nothing, I will never think of them again. I swear.
Chances are at least one of them has cancer or has a spouse that's severely ill or has kids that they can't feed or whatever. 1 out of 49, there's going to be multiple out of 49.
But that's hypothetical. I'm not here for hypotheticals.
It's statistics. It's not a hypothetical.
I could statistically give that money to a terrorist. What then?
What? Oh, you're saying one of the 49 people?
1 out of 49. One of them could be a terrorist. Yeah. We wouldn't know.
Okay.
You worked right near one and didn't even know.
I think much less likely than cancer-ridden family. But okay.
I'm messing around, dude. I'm just playing devil's advocate for no good reason. I'm just saying.
That's devil's advocate, all right.
Real rap. We talked about it. You mean it, right? You're going to sign up for this competition and hope that we get picked. Yeah. We're going to sign up for the Beast Games.
Yeah.
For a chance of $5 million. Dollars. The largest prize in game show history. U.S. game show history, at least. I don't know if it's world game show history.
Yeah.
The largest. And you're telling me you're going to fight till the end and just maybe be like, let's just split. Nah. But if we made it on, if we both get casted, I'd be cool splitting with you and making a pact beforehand. If I get eliminated first and you win, I'll split with you. If you get eliminated first and I win, I'll split with you. I mean that. Or at least
you're one of those people, dude.
Like, maybe not split, but at least work something out.
I don't believe you. You're one of those people.
Why?
Dude,
I'm not a liar. I've been very honest this whole time.
You've played Trivia Murder Party, Jackbox game.
Yeah.
Have you played that? There's a game in there. It's exactly what you're saying. There's a game in there. It's exactly what you're saying. There's money, and you can choose to take or not take or whatever the money. And you would be that person that, if it were me, I'd be like, I'm not taking this money. I promise I'm not taking this money. You'd be like, I'm not either. And you'd hit take. You 100% would. Don't act like
you're wrong. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. You
got me I'm winning.
You have me dead wrong. You have me dead wrong. Ask anybody who knows me. You have me dead wrong. First of all, I would put it out there of like, we can't be saying all these things because then you're going to act according to that, and then that adds another element to the game that I don't think was intended. So that plays a role in this. Saying
all these things, we can't converse on what we're going to do?
Depends on the circumstances. I think in that case, it's like, you're going to hate me when it's completely... Like, if we're talking about it and we're able to say out loud what we're going to do here, you're going to hate me for the rest of the game, even though it's totally allowed for me to say, I'm not taking it. Let's all not take it, guys. And then I'm the only one who takes it, and I look great. Money-wise. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm cooking now. Right? So, it depends. Is that part of the game or is it not part of the game?
I'm trying to think of the specific example.
There was a specific example. Keep going.
There's a specific example of this, not this exact example, but there's a specific thing of this that me and you have talked about before. It was before we ever started recording this podcast, and you said like, "Oh yeah, I'd do that. I would do." Oh, Survivor. You've admitted that you would like lie and scheme on Survivor. Admitted that you would.
Time. Yeah. So if I go on Survivor, I'm gonna tell everyone that I know and love. Listen, I might be the first one out, or I might win. Who knows, right? The person you see on Survivor, don't let that mess with your thoughts of who I am at home, because that is a game built on lies and deceit, sir.
So
the name of the game is outwit, outplay, outlast. Part of outwitting is making you think things that aren't the truth are the truth, and vice versa.
I don't think that's in the definition of outwitting, but
that's part of the term outwitting in Survivor. It certainly is outwitting people.
I'm not saying that you don't have to deceive, that you are encouraged to deceive in Survivor to win. 1,000% true. Also, in that mini game we just talked about that takes 2 seconds in the game, yes, you are. And certain card games, like that's the whole purpose. This is deceit and whatever.
Exactly. So what's the big deal if I'm doing it?
That you just acted like you wouldn't. And
when did I say I wouldn't? Hold on. In one of these games? I feel like I would not typically, in Trivia and Murder Party specifically. Granted, I played the second one. I guess that's in the first one that you're talking about, because I don't know this game. Yeah. I'm not one to be like, nah, man, bro, no, nobody take it, man, nobody, come on, bro, nobody take it, and then I take it. Nah, that's not my style.
But in Survivor, it would be.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Which I agree are different stakes. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, don't expect me to expect
like there was this one challenge that comes to mind. They're down to like final 8. Okay. Camp just got ravaged by a storm. All right, destroyed. They spent all day rebuilding it, but guess what? You got a challenge to go to. That's gonna take all day, and then there's tribal council that night to vote somebody out. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to go to sleep tonight, probably without a camp. Good news. We are going to rebuild camp for you. We're going to bring in a crew, and they're going to rebuild it for you. But here's the thing. There's 8 of you. You're each going to be handed a marble in each hand, okay? If at least, I think it's like 5 of the 8 of you don't agree to give up your opportunity to win immunity tonight, we're not doing it. I'm probably not giving up immunity to rebuild the camp for everybody. In that case. And for what it's worth, I remember in this specific scenario, only 2 people chose to compete in the challenge still. They felt confident. They had enough people agreeing to get the camp rebuilt. But you're foregoing immunity for the betterment of everyone. Think about it this way. It is guaranteed then, right? Unless one of the people who still competes and loses, and then they go home, right? Which is very likely, actually. Didn't happen in this case. Someone quite literally said, yeah, I'll give up immunity to help rebuild the camp, for sure. And then got their butt sent home that night. That's not going to be me. Let's just be very clear. That would never be me.
No good deed goes unpunished in a world full of experience.
So on a game show for $1 million, I'm not committing a lot of them.
Okay, fair. But there is also a difference between like, I'm doing this, I'm going to make this decision.
Give me some hypotheticals. I'll give you my honest answer. I've been honest. I'm a very honest person. In a game of deceit,
unless I'm on Survivor.
The honesty goes out the window. What'd you say?
I said unless I'm on Survivor.
Yeah, straight up. I would have people
I understand somebody at home right now is like, these are different, like, to me. And I understand they're different. I understand that playing a mini game on your TV is different than Survivor. I get that.
It's different to me. I'm saying, telling you that.
I think that how you act on one game is probably pretty telling of how you are at least willing to act in another game. So whenever you say, I would deceit my way all the way to a victory in Survivor, but I wouldn't lie to you in Trivia Murder Party, I'm like, I don't believe that.
I would always do what I consider best for my individual game on Survivor. Can I just be very adamant about that? It is Survivor.
Okay.
I'm going to always do what I think is best for me. If I'm sitting here and I'm like, God, I hate to dig through that person's bag and see if they have an idol, but if they have that idol and we can't vote them out tonight, I'm probably the one going home. I need to know if they have that idol so I know to vote for somebody else. Hey,
okay, stuff like that.
I'm doing that. Or, no, it's wrong to look in their bag. No, I shouldn't. I should let it play out. I'm never doing that because that's not best for my game. That's deceitful.
There's two different kinds of. There's levels of deceitness.
Sure. And which one? Are you saying I'm going to cross all of them? I'm just a deceitful person?
I, too, would glance through the person's bag and try to see who has immunity idol and who doesn't. 100%.
Okay,
I would not. It is, but I would not go to the level of like, quote unquote, lying to be deceitful, which I think you said you would.
On Survivor, you would be completely honest. You'd be going home, bro.
Maybe
nobody's won Survivor without telling any lies. I can pretty much guarantee you that. There are people who get to the end and they're like, friends with everyone and everyone likes me, and the jury full of people who like them. And they're like, you're my favorite person here. What did you do all game?
I have seen that happen. Like, you didn't play Survivor, and I get that.
Mm-hmm. Are you there to win Survivor, or are you there to be a nice person?
I could not. It happens in Squid Game. Have you watched Squid Game? It happens in Squid Game.
I have not. Okay.
Bro,
give me an example in Squid Game. Give me an example. Give me this. Lay it out for me.
In that one game, I'm trying to think of specific examples. The most prominent one is that game that you've seen where like they have like the cookies
Korean game
with like the shape.
The cookie game, yeah.
The cookie, and they have to cut out the shape of the cookie.
Tough.
That one friend, they've been friends since they were children. They went to school together, everything. Somehow, I can't remember how, but one guy became privy to. He knew what the game was going to be, more or less. So he knew to pick an easy shape. And when his best friend came up and was like, hey, what are you thinking? Like, what do you think we should do? Should we stick together? Should we split up? What do you think? He's like, I think we should split up. And he points him to like one of the more complicated shapes. Knowing what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. That is too far.
I wouldn't do
that. To say, I don't know, I'm just going to go over here.
See, maybe, how many people were left
if you're
my
friend, I'm not doing that.
A couple hundred?
If you're my friend, I'm not doing Huh?
How many people were left at that point in Squid Game?
That was like maybe the third game. So there was a decent number left. See, maybe the second game.
Screwing your friend in the third game, bro?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
I'm not doing that.
Screwing my friend, period, I wouldn't do. I'd never want to do. Unless it came down to literally the final game of life and death. Then I'm sorry.
Well, then it's like, whatever. I'm here to win. Yeah.
Right. But so that's what I'm saying. So like, especially if you're my friend. Now, if some random person walks up to me and says, hey, do you know anything? I might not say, yeah, go for the easy shape to some guy that just walked up to me. But I'm also not going to send him to almost certain death. I'm not going to do that either. There's levels. So, yeah.
Well, that's life and death, too. I mean, that gets a lot deeper than Survivor, $1 million and not $1 million. It's like, that's tough, dude. Let me ask you something that is on the application for this game show that we're going to sign up to be on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to be buried alive for a chance at $5 million?
I would want to know what that means.
He's done it in a video. You could look it up. He's buried himself alive.
Like, I'm in a coffin. I assume I have air.
And underground.
Obviously.
Yeah, you have air.
How long am I there?
He did it for like 100 hours. He had snacks. Hey. I don't know how he went to the bathroom.
He just did it.
Might have. Yeah.
No,
you doing that for a chance of $5 million?
But I spent 100 hours in a coffin for $5 million. Absolutely, I would try.
Exactly. No questions, bro. I might rent that thing for a chance of $5 million, bro. I might pay rent on that thing. Yeah, I'll make it a condo.
I asked for a thing on. It was like on Twitter like years ago. There was some. There was some competition. It was almost the same thing. It was like you had to spend like 24 hours in a coffin, and you got. It was something that, looking back, probably wasn't worth it. It might have literally been like season passes to like an amusement park. It was something like.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
But I was like, I'll do it. Like that's fine. I'll try it. Like
I just struggle to think eating challenges can get a little weird. Like eat this eyeball. Like people do eat eyeballs. You eat this eyeball. I'm like, oh, that's a little gross. But like for $5 million, bro, God, my wife's gonna hate me if I don't eat that pig eyeball.
I think a lot of it. If I knew, man, $5 million online, I think I could eat just about anything. I would just shut my eyes and be like, do this for 30 seconds, and you are that much closer to.
But there's 5K people in this competition, right? Say there's 2,000 left. They're like, you have to eat raw pork intestine, bro. 2,500 people left. You got to do that just for a
shot.
Small chance. But it is a chance, bro. A non-zero chance at $5 million.
I think it would take a lot for me to not even try. I would at least try almost anything for
I get
for
that.
a chance at $5 million. I would try to eat the pork intestines. I would try. I'm not gonna be that guy like I could do it for $5 million. I could do anything. I'm saying I would try to do just about anything.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. Yeah, I'm not saying I certainly could. I give most things a shot.
But there are people who,
oh yeah. I'm still adamant I could do the 24 conies in 24 hours challenge. That made
We're
it
gonna do
around.
that.
We're gonna do that. There are people at work trying to figure out the logistics of it. And honestly, my biggest hang up is like, first of all,
what logistics are there? We said how to do it.
The time. They want me to start it at work. I'm like, it's a 24-hour challenge. What do you mean start it at work?
No, you can't do that. That's stupid.
No. Well, they're like, how are we going to see it? I'm like, live stream it?
Yeah.
I'm like, I could do that. But then I'm also like, just being honest, I'm like, I'm not live streaming anything on my personal accounts. I might make an account specifically for this, so they don't need to know I have, all these social media accounts and stuff.
Why not?
But
the best thing.
You want your boss?
Best thing to do.
Would you let your boss on your Twitter?
I
would not. No way. And my Twitter's not even bad. Yours is worse than mine.
It's free speech, baby.
That's facts.
Yeah, I don't think I'm saying anything too egregious. Yeah.
I would not let my boss on my Twitter. No way. Nor would I want them to know that I'm doing, a YouTube podcast. I don't tell coworkers that I have a podcast yet. Is that dumb? Probably a little dumb, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably a little dumb. I have two coworkers who know. But they're the two who I'm like, you're not narcs. You know what I mean? But you never know how a company's going to behave. That gets to the wrong person. They're like, hey, this isn't cool with our company. You have to stop that or lose your job.
Look at this guy. He talked about going blankety-blank floors down.
Stupid. God, that's so dumb. We got off topic here. I don't know how. Oh, the point was, I think I could eat 24 cheese conies in 24 hours. The reason I don't want to is because I don't think it'd be fun. I don't think I'd enjoy it.
That's the point of the challenge.
Is that fun?
What do you mean? No. The point. The point of most challenges is to say like, you don't think I could do this? I can do it.
Just to say I
told
you
prove
so.
You wrong.
I need an incentive. That's one of the hang-ups. I need an incentive, bro. Saying I told you so is not a good enough incentive.
No, because you brought it upon yourself. It's different. It depends.
No, I didn't bring it upon myself. Someone at work asked. A bunch of people said no. I was like, yeah, I probably could do it.
Okay,
I didn't start the question.
There's a difference
I didn't start
between
like, I could do this. Someone asked.
There's a difference between. There is a difference. But you accepted the challenge. Said you could complete the challenge without any merit of a reward. You screwed yourself.
It was a hypothetical.
You said you could do it. It's no longer a hypothetical.
It's a hypothetical.
You're saying you could do it. If the question from the beginning were...
I have hypothetically said, there's a lot of crimes out there I think I could get away with.
If the question from the beginning were, go for $100, could you eat 24 conies in 24 hours? You'll get your reward. You said you could do it when...
Would I know? There's a difference between could I and would I. Could I and would I are not the same thing.
I'm begging you to go back and listen to how you explained it on this episode then. Because you acted like... You quite literally said, I said, I'll pay for them. And you're like, let's do it then. Like, that was all you needed, was for me to pay for the hot dogs. You were so much more gung-ho to do it with no merit of a reward.
The possibility of the clout mattered a little more back then. I'm like, this could get some traction. Now I'm just like, not that I don't want any clout. I mean, we're doing a podcast, crying out loud. We need some clout.
You almost act like it would be easy. Almost.
I think I'd finish it with time to spare. Let's put it that way. I just don't think it'd be fun. I think I would feel like a slob. I think I would feel awful. Plus, I think to make it easier on myself, I'd want to go to the gym at one point throughout that 24 hours. Well, I'm not streaming anymore. Nobody can see me. Challenge is dead. I'm like, to you, I would know if I did it or not still. And that's what matters most to me. I don't care what you think.
Conditions.
We're hung up. We're caught up. We're snagged.
There's terms and conditions. If you're going to do this, you got to sit at home.
We're snagged. You got
to take your live stream with you. If you're
your rule, not mine. We're snagged. You know what I mean? I, in my mind, have no doubts I could do it. I do this. I could do this
under the specific circumstances that I set, and none others. And I also got to be paid, and also you can't question it. And yeah, no, I'm not watching that. That's boring. You lost me. No. It was better whenever you said you could do it. You acted like it was easy. You challenged me at the thought of how hard it would be.
I can do it, bro.
I'm there.
That's all I'm saying. I don't think it would be fun. That's all. We can talk more about this later. For now, let us know. Again, at HeadacheSpod on Twitter. What would you do for $5 million? Would you be buried alive?
There was another example you gave real quick. What was it?
I can't remember. What did I give? What did I give that example?
Oh, no, you just said you must be comfortable swimming, is what you said.
Oh, yeah. That's on the application. Yeah. Sorry. And we're both like,
Not strong swimmers here.
No. This is not the Strong Swimmers podcast. I was a strong swimmer one time in my entire existence. That was it. All right. Past that, I have not been.
Use it all up.
Pause.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It would really help us a lot. Anything else
bang,
from you?
Bang.
Anything else from you, sir?
Go Panthers. Go Dolphins, even though tis the season to not be the season.
No go WVU? College football coming out soon?
Yeah. No, not because of the game. Not because of the game, pal.
That's another subject for another episode. Hooday, baby.
Peace.